What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another mod review, and today we are going to be reviewing a mod called the Better Sprinting mod. Now essentially what this mod does, it improves the sprinting functionality within Minecraft, and we all know the sprint in Minecraft is double tap W and you start sprinting. Let me press F5 and I will show you. So if I double tap W, there you go, you get the little particles on his feet there, and you know that's how he starts sprinting. Sometimes sprinting can be a bit weird. Sometimes, I don't know if any of you had this before, where you start sprinting and your camera starts going like back and forwards, kind of like a chicken. Looks like he's nodding his head like a chicken. But what this mod does, it kind of adds some new features to sprinting and makes it a little easier to use, if you ask me, and a little more user friendly. So once you've installed the mod, you won't notice any difference. What you need to do, you need to go to your options. So if I press escape and I go to options and I go to controls, and then you'll get a little button down here saying better sprinting. Now these are all the better sprinting configuration buttons, and you can change them to whatever you want to change them. But let me go through the options with you one by one. You got sprint hold. So with the better sprinting mod, now what you can do, you can now sprint by pressing left control. So you got sprint and hold to enable sprint, and this one here called sprint toggle is set on the G key. So when you press G, it will turn on sprinting, and then you'll need to press G again to turn it off. Don't worry guys, when I get back explaining all these options, I will show you exactly what each one of them does. Y is similar to sprint toggle, but it's sneak. You know, like when you press shift on your keyboard and he kind of like shifts and you can't fall off edges, that is the same as that. So you can press Y, it will turn on shift, and it will turn it off. Basically similar to the Xbox version, when you click in your analog stick and you're crouching, and then you have to click it again to turn it off. Similar to that. O is the sprint menu. It will bring you back to this option here. So if you just want a quick way to get back to this menu, just press O. Enable double tapping. That is basically the same thing as default sprinting, where you just press double tap W and it will sprint normally. You can leave that on if you want. You can turn it off if you don't want it. Run in all directions, I will show you exactly what that is in a minute. And flying boost, I will also show you what that is too. So let me go back. We are done with that now, and let's go back to the game. Right, the first thing we saw in there was the left shift to run. So let me go, this will be okay. So if I hold left shift now, no, not left control, sorry. If I hold left control and I press W, there you go, I'm automatically sprinting. I didn't do any double tap or anything like that. So if I go back again and I hold left control, I sprint, I've let go of left control, he's stopped, and I sprint again, let go, sprint again, let go. And that's just by me pressing left control. It just automatically enables him to sprint without even pushing or double tapping the W key, which is awesome if you ask me. And another cool thing what this does, if you hold the sprint button, you can also sprint in every direction. So I can sprint backwards, I can sprint forwards, I can sprint right, and I can sprint left. Now this is really good from like strafing from skeletons and stuff like that. If skeletons are attacking you, you can quickly move out of the way and you can just sprint in all directions. You couldn't do that normally in Minecraft. You could only sprint forward like you're doing now, but with this mod you can sprint in every single direction. Now there was also a toggle sprint, and that is the G key. So let me press the G key right now, and that is it. I've turned sprinting on. So if I run, sprinting is enabled all the time. I'm not holding any other key, I'm just holding my directional keys, and I'm just sprinting all the time. To turn that off, I'll need to press G again, and then it just stops sprinting. So that is the toggle. So you can turn it on and leave it on, and you can press G again to turn it off. And there's also the sneak key. They call it sneak, but I just like to call it crouch. So if you press Y, he will crouch all the time, and that is just toggled on now. I cannot turn that off unless I press Y again. So if I go on here, there's no way I can fall off the edge because I've got the toggle sneak on. That is really similar to the Xbox version, which I did like when I played the Xbox version, when you just click your analog stick in and then he's automatically sneaking, and to turn it off you have to press the button again. So I press Y and then he's stopped sneaking. That is really good feature. Now another feature with this mod is the flying boost. So when you're in creative mode, and you can either use the left control key or you can use the sprint toggle key, but whatever you press, if you enable sprint, you can fly much faster than you would in normal creative speed, which is crazy. I know a lot of people like to do this, so it really is useful when you're trying to get around a big map and you just want to fly around and have a look. You just need to press sprint or toggle it on, and then you can just fly around really fast. So look, if I turn it off right now, there you go, it goes back to the normal speed. That is the normal Minecraft speed. I just toggled it off, and let me toggle sprint back on, and then it goes really fast again. That is really good. I really like the creative fly option, because I've been on servers before where they allow flying, but it's just so slow to get around the map. You just want to get around a little bit faster. And yeah, this mod does work on multiplayer servers, guys, but some servers you might get kicked out for flying really fast. They have some plugins on there sometimes where it can detect when you're flying really fast, so do be careful with that. This mod does work on multiplayer servers, but the only feature that doesn't work on the multiplayer servers is the sprinting in all directions. You won't be able to sprint left and right with this mod on multiplayer servers. You only be able to sprint forward, but the toggle mode does work, so you can just toggle your sprinting on and just keep sprinting without pressing any other buttons. But yeah, I think this mod is a really cool mod, and I'm definitely going to start using it from now on, because I really like the fly fast feature when you go on servers and when you're not admins and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really cool mod. The link to the mod will be in the description if you guys want to try it out. You can install it in similar ways that I installed all my other mods with the how to install mods, which will also, a link to that video will be in the description. But yeah guys, let me know what you think of this mod. Go download it, go and try it, and I'll see you guys again in another mod review.